Students, in the previous videos, we have discussed about consonants, all the parts, all the types, explodants, continuants, nasals, liquids, coalescents and aspirate. We are done with those 6 types and we practiced also, and we are done with exercise 1 and exercise 2. So as I told, practice makes man perfect. You need to practice these consonants a lot of number of pages. So minimum 1 page to 1.5 page each stroke. If you practice, then only I can assure you that you can be perfect in the consonants. So with the same zeal, we will move to the next exercise in the same chapter, the consonants. So we are in the third exercise, that is joining of strokes. So what do you mean by joining of strokes? So in general terms, by the name itself, we can say that joining means attaching two or more things. So in the same manner, in the shorthand also, the strokes which we have, that is P, B, T, D, J, J, K, K, these are all the things, these are all the strokes which we have, can be attached 1 or 2 or 3, many more. According to the convenience, we can add those strokes for the easier joining and the facile joining. So there should not be awkward joinings while attaching these strokes. Okay, make one point clear, that it should be precise in writing. It should not have too many forms. It should not have awkward joinings. According to rules and regulations, it should be. So according to the textbook, we'll see the definition of joining of strokes, actually what it means. So we'll have a look in the textbook. So you can see in the Pitman's shorthand textbook, here I think you are able to see from here, strokes when joined must be written without lifting the pen. Of course, pen or pencil. So some people will write shorthand with pencil, some people will write with pen. So according to convenience, so it is up to you, it is up to your priorities. The beginning of a following stroke joining the end of the preceding stroke, as in the following strokes. For example, there may be 2 strokes. For example, I will take P, I will take pencil. For example, P and B. At the end of the, first we have to write this stroke. Okay, think this is line. First I am writing this. The beginning of the following stroke. This is first stroke and the following stroke is this only, no? PB. We should write PB. The following stroke is this. The beginning of the following stroke should be attached to the first stroke at the end. So like this, B. I am attaching like this. So but the rule is, we should not lift the pencil while attaching this. So some people will write like this, P, and again lift the pencil and again write the B. This is not the procedure. So I'll tell the procedure how to write. Write P, immediately write B without lifting the pencil. Okay, this is the correct form. This procedure is nothing but joining of strokes. So now we will see the examples, little examples from the textbook. So he have given so many examples. So exercise 3. So before practicing this, try to read. So what is mentioning here, read. After that only copy. Copy is nothing but practicing. Okay, P, first try to read. PD, he gave answers, but don't worry. So just, it is like revision. PD, PJ, PJ, PK. I'll write that first line and show you. Is that P, PT, PD, PJ, PJ, PK. Okay, this is first line. So I'll write this and show for you. P, first write P. That's it. Practice one, because already you practiced, no, all the consonants, one complete page you practiced. So no need of practicing again and again. So if you practice at least 3 lines of a book, 3 lines of a page, that's enough, more than enough for this joining of strokes. P, T. Don't think that I am telling only 3 lines. So it is up to you. If you want to remember it in easy form, you can practice more. So some people will remember within one stretch. If they see one particular thing at one moment, they will remember for lifetime. So in the same manner, those who are unable to understand, they can practice more and they can increase their speed. PD. Are you able to see? P. Immediately to this only we have to attach che. P. J. P. K. Like this. Are you able to see? This kind of strokes are called as this concept is called as joining of strokes. Are you able to understand? What happens when we join strokes? Mainly our time will be saved and our speed will be increased. So our main intention and main aim in learning this shorthand is to write the words which are spoken by the other person as soon as possible, within no time, within fraction of seconds. So this is the main concept in the shorthand. The main secret behind shorthand is to write as speed as possible. Okay, so your goal should be focusing on the perfectness of the strokes. So that's what I can tell for you all. So the same manner, practice all the strokes which we have given in the exercise 3. So some strokes are not visible in the YouTube video which after uploading, so try to zoom it and practice, or else if you have pitman instructor, that's well and good. So I suggest you to buy that pitman shorthand instructor as soon as possible from any of the stationaries available at your nearest by your home. So this is the best thing I can suggest you. And we'll move to exercise 4. Same thing, this is also called as joining of strokes. Read, copy, transcribe. First read. So first try to read if you have textbook. Okay, pause the video and read from your textbook. So after that copy in your notes. After that practice 3 lines. Okay, so while writing PK is there, no? This is the method of practice. PK, write in English only one time, no need of writing again and again. Our main aim is to become perfect in the skill, no need of this theory part. Okay, theory part for examinations, that will be useful for paper 2 in the State Board of Technical Education. But for getting the knowledge, write theory one time, practice more. PK, 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 PK. Like this, complete 3 lines and practice. Move to next one. PD. Okay, write PD and practice. PD, 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 PD. There should be perfectness always. PD, and every stroke must be 1/6 of an inch. So ఎలాగో జాయిన్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా అని చెప్పి మనము దాని సైజ్ తగ్గించొద్దు. We have no right to lessen the size of the stroke. It should be 1/6 of an inch. ఎప్పుడైనా కానీ 1/6, unless and until it should be doubling principle and it is halving principle. Halving principle అంటే ఏంటంటే మనం సగం చేస్తాం అనమాట. ఈ 1/6 ఉన్న స్ట్రోక్ని we'll off it. Doubling principle means the same stroke will be doubled one time. So this concept you will be learning in the previous classes. So as of now, concentrate only on the consonants. Okay, in the same manner, practice this exercise 4 also. I won't provide key for this because you should practice, you should read, you should be able to read what is which stroke, what you are reading. So you practice all the strokes in the previous one page you practiced. So I think you might be perfect now, till now. Okay, practice well and practice patiently, perfectly. Okay, so till here we are done with our chapter 1. So if you have pitman shorthand instructor, you can go through the summary also. It will be useful because in the summary they will provide a glance of the all the short forms of the whole lesson. So you can become perfect in the theory part. So we'll discuss about vowels tomorrow in the next class. So before that, we should know few rules and regulations. So if you want to understand, if you want to become perfect in vowels chapter, you should have some information about the strokes. So as you all know that I'll take fresh page. See, so you know we have so many strokes like P. I'm writing a little bit big because just for clarity. B, T, D, Ch, J, K, G. These are explodents. After that, F, V, it, the, s, g, ish, z, hem, n, ing, l, downward r, re, way, ye, downward h, upward h. These are all the consonants which we are discussing from the day 1 of the class. So you know these strokes, okay? You know the position also, procedure from where we are writing. See, if you are starting here and coming down, okay? Always remember, when we start up and come down, no, that means they are down strokes. When we start the outline from down and if we are going up, those are called as up strokes. Remember this point carefully: down strokes and up strokes. What is down stroke and what is up stroke? Please make sure you will be perfect in this, okay? B, tell what is this? We are writing B like this, no? It is down stroke. We are coming down stroke. T, we are coming down, it is down stroke. D, we are right from top to bottom we are writing, it is also down stroke. It is also down stroke. It is also down stroke. It is horizontal strokes. From left to right we write, left to right we will write. It is also horizontal stroke. See the arrow mark how I am writing. This is curved stroke. Curved stroke, you know, this is curved stroke. But from where I am writing, from top to bottom I am coming. So that's why it is also called as down stroke. This also down stroke. From here I am starting here. Down stroke, down stroke, down stroke, down stroke, down stroke, down stroke. This is horizontal stroke from left to right. See the arrow mark how I am writing, left to right. Okay, this is from down to up I am going. Down to up means it is up stroke. See, from here I am starting, here I am ending, up stroke. This is down stroke, as in the name itself is mentioned that downward R, downward, upward R, so up stroke. Way, we are going in the upward direction, so it is up stroke. Ye is also we are going in the upward direction, it is called as up stroke. And downward H, it is coming downwards, so it is down stroke. Upward H, it is going in the upward direction, it is upward stroke, okay? So in the shorthand we will be having horizontal strokes, up strokes and down strokes. So you are perfect in this now. So every stroke is having, for example, every coin is having, that side will become before, the front side will become after, isn't it? That side will become back, the front side will become front. Are you getting? Every coin, I am telling just coin example. In the same manner for strokes also, there will be two sides, that is preceding and following. Preceding is nothing but before, following is nothing but after. So preceding is nothing but before, preceding or before, anything we can tell. Following, okay, this is after, okay. Stroke P, the left side will become preceding, that side will become following. So you should know where is preceding and where is following. The left side of this part of the P will become preceding, that part of the P will become following, okay. Preceding, following. Here B also preceding, following. P is nothing but preceding, F is nothing but following. Or you can tell before, after, okay, before, after. Here preceding, following. For T, for D, this is become preceding, this will become following. For J, preceding, following. J, preceding, following. K, this is horizontal stroke, no? The upper side will become upside, this will become downside. Upside and downside. So we can call as preceding, following. Preceding, following. Up, down. Preceding, following. Up, down. Preceding, following. This also preceding, following. F also, this side will become preceding, that side will become following. V, this side will become preceding, that side will following. Preceding, following. Preceding, following. Preceding, following. For Z also preceding, following. Ish also preceding, following. Z, preceding, following. M also horizontal stroke, no? Upside will call preceding, downward following. Preceding, following for N. Preceding, following for ing. L, this side will become preceding, this side will become following. Downward R, this side will become preceding, that side will become right side will become following. Upward R, this part will become preceding, that side will become following. Way, this side will become preceding, that side will become following. Ye, this side will become preceding, this side will become following. Downward H, this side will become preceding, this side will become following. Upward H, this side will become preceding, this side will become following. Okay, so make sure you will be perfecting, and you will be perfect in knowing which is preceding and which is following, which is a light stroke and which is heavy stroke, which is upstroke and which is downstroke, which is horizontal stroke. Make sure you will be perfect in these concepts. Okay, so we'll start with the second chapter. Before that, another concept is also there, I'll tell here itself, so that vowels will become easy for you. Vowels will become easy for you, or else I will continue in that video itself. Okay, I'll tell in the vowels chapter on. Again, you may get confused. So first practice exercise 3 and exercise 4, and also know which is preceding, which is following, and know which is upstroke and which is downstroke and which is horizontal stroke. That's it for today's class. We'll see you in the next class. Thank you.